Dan, bitte beschreib doch mal deine erste Profistation. Wie alt warst du, wo warst du, welches Land, welches Team?
So my first professional job, I was 18. I was in Nashville, Tennessee at a university called Belmont. And I had a first job as I was doing a little bit of everything. I was like the video person, but I was also the team manager in a lot of ways. And so it was a role where you got to do a little bit of everything.
Was war das Besondere an diesem Team und hast du besondere Erinnerungen?
Yeah, those 2 years at Belmont were great. My second year there in that role, we went to the NCAA tournament, which if you know anything about college basketball in the U.S., that's a really special thing and a really big deal. So we had an excellent team that year. We had a player that got drafted in the first round of the NBA. We had a lot of talent on that team, and it was a really special season. We won a game in the NCAA tournament, so that was a very, very special thing to get to do in my first professional job.
Was hast du dir denn mit deinem ersten Gehalt als Coach gekauft?
Yeah, not anything exciting. My first salary as a coach, I had spent that first year at that school, Belmont, as basically a volunteer. I was not making much. So the first thing I did with the money they gave me when I got promoted is I paid my rent. So that was what I did.
Was hast du dir mit dem ersten Gehalt im zweiten Jahr gekauft?
I was 23, 24. What would I have bought? Not a car, because I had a car. No, I can't think of anything like interest. I paid my rent and I was in school, so I was paying my student bills. So that was it. I don't remember. And then, off the record, I was buying some beers down at the.
Was würdest du dir kaufen, wenn du es anders machen könntest?
No, if I could go back now and buy something else, buy something different, I would probably get myself some nice clothes. I wasn't wearing the fanciest clothes back then. Basketball coaches and players were all in sweatpants and t-shirts all the time. And as I've gotten older, I got to throw a pair of jeans on every once in a while. So I think I would have 23-year-old Dan buy some nicer clothes, probably.
Was möchtest du denn mit deinem letzten Gehalt in deiner Karriere kaufen?
Very last salary in my career. Hopefully it's a long career, a good career. I think I'd buy a coffee shop. I love drinking coffee. I think I'd buy a coffee shop. We'd sell great coffee. We'd sell awesome donuts. And I think I'd buy a coffee shop in Chicago, which is my home city. And that would be my retirement gig right there.
Welche Art von Kaffee magst du am liebsten?
Oh, just black, drip, Americano, straight up. I don't need a cappuccino or I don't need the fancy latte. I just need straight up drip Americano coffee.
Was würdest du denn kaufen, wenn du Coach in der NBA wärst?
I think hopefully, after I buy myself a nice place in Chicago, that would be important to me, or whatever city I happen to be coaching in, if I make it as an NBA head coach. But not to give a boring answer, but try to give money to causes that I care about, and I don't need all that much. So if I had that excess amount of money, I would try to give it to people and the causes that need it more than I do.
Für was gibst du dein Geld am liebsten aus?
Definitely, I'll splurge on a nice cup of coffee and a donut on a Saturday. There's no doubt about that. So that's definitely a big one. I'll try to buy some clothes when I can, and then I will if I have a little bit of extra money, maybe buy a couple extra tattoos to put on my body or something like this. So.